Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and I am here to do the Gnome Dies Beach Assembly video. Hey, so I'm using Jaded Blossom's Gnome Dies Beach Add Ons, along with their Gnome Dies Leg Add Ons, the Girl Gnome Dies, and then the Gnome Dies. I'm also using a bunch of paper. I will point it out as I use it. Okay, so first I'm going to put together this little surfboard that is cut out of, that's Paper Trank white cardstock. I'm also trying out Barely Art glue, and that is a teal colored cardstock from Doodlebug's Rainbow Petite Prints in dot stripe, and I'm using the dot side. I'm adding this cute little striped paper from Doodlebug's Seaside Summer. That's a 6-inch pad, and I will weight it down. Okay, next I'm going to put together this little snorkel. I first cut it out of white cardstock from Paper Trank. I just wanted to make it a little bit more firm, I guess you'd say. So I can add it and pop it up on my image. So there we go. And that paper behind the little, the green dot paper is from Doodlebug's 12-inch paper line. It's Citrus Dot. And now I'm adding the little scuba pieces. This is the little snorkel, and that's the Rainbow Petite Prints in dot stripe from Doodlebug, and the same with the front of the goggles. There we go. I'm using reverse tweezers, working on my Stampin' Up pad. Now I'm putting together the little flippers, and I'm doing the exact same thing, same papers. I just wanted it to be a little bit sturdy so I could pop them up. That's why I used the Paper Trank cardstock behind the pattern paper. There we go, just layering it all up. This is sped up at 2 times. And now I'm adding on that Citrus Dot. I think this little kind of teal and green is a fun combo for, you know, scuba diving equipment or skin diving, whatever you want to call it. There we go. And I'm just adding that on. Now, did I mention that I did all my die cutting today with the Gemini machine? I always use my Gemini machine, so if I don't mention it, I always do. Okay, first of all, I am putting together this adorable flamingo cut from Rainbow Petite Prints dot stripe. That's in a hot pink, and then in American Crafts black cardstock for the shadow layer. I'm just sticking that down. Isn't that cute? Now I'm going to add on the little beak. So that little piece is Happy Harvest from Paper Trank. And then the tip of the nose is cut out of Paper Trank black cardstock. There we go. Isn't that sweet? And then the little pink wing is cut out of Doodlebug's raspberry cardstock. And I'm going to pop that up with some Stampin' Up dimensionals, the little miniature ones. There we go. And I'll grab it with my reverse tweezers and pop it on. Isn't that cute? So cute. Okay, next I'm putting together some flip-flops, and these are cut out of the same Doodlebug dot stripe. And I'm using, dots for one piece and stripes for the base, just for fun. And I cut out these legs with P13 Stamping Pad Skin Tones. And then I'm going to add on these little flip-flops. Isn't that cute? I just think it's adorable. There we go. Now, if you can't find P13 Stamping Pad Skid Tones, I know it's they haven't had it in a while, you can certainly color some white cardstock with some skin tone markers and then cut it out from that, and that would be perfect. Okay, now I'm cutting out this cute little anchor that is cut out of Paper Trank white cardstock. Then I'm going to add a layer with this kind of like a dark blue dot stripe from Doodlebug's Rainbow Petite Prints. There we go. So I'm using the dot on the main part of the anchor and then the stripe on that little cross piece that I will add. There we go. I'm liking this Barely Art glue so far. It works really well. I like that little pin top. Then this is a piece of American Crafts silver foil cardstock from the Christmas foil pad. There we go. And pretty cute, right? There we go. And I do weight them down in between. Now I am going to put together this cute little ice cream cone. First cut it of Desert Storm cardstock from Nina. So Nina Desert Storm 80 pound. And then that little chocolate brown piece is cut out of Paper Trank dark chocolate. Now this sandcastle is cut out of Paper Trank Craft, both pieces, and I will layer those up. And then the little doors and windows were cut out of Nina Desert Storm 80 pound cardstock. It's just a little bit lighter of a craft colored cardstock, so you get a little bit of definition there, and you can see them. There we go. I actually used my Gemini Go machine to do a lot of the cutting today. I keep that kind of right on my desktop. It's kind of fun to use a little tiny machine, right? I have the big Gemini, and then I've got the little tiny Go. So I kind of, go in between both of them. There we go. And I will add on the last two little windows. And it's kind of fun, right? I'm using my Studio Katia embellishment wand to pick things up. There we go. Trying to get the windows straight, although it doesn't have to be perfect. It's a sandcastle, right? There we go. So perfect for making a little beach scene. There we go. Now I'm putting together this little starfish, and literally it's only one piece, but I did use white paper tray ink cardstock behind it because I wanted it to be nice and firm. So if I wanted to pop it up, it would. And that peach colored cardstock is from that Seaside Summer 6-inch pad from Doodlebug. Okay, now I'm putting together this adorable little goldfish or little guppy, whatever it is. And the tail and the fins, those were cut out of Doodlebug's pumpkin cardstock. And then the main part of the fish is cut out of Doodlebug's rainbow petite prints in dot stripe on the dot side. So this is so cute. I do add an eye later, but for now I'm just putting it together, and then I will, weight it down in between. I just find it, I like to get it all stuck down. There's a little dent for where the eye goes. Okay, next I'm going to put together this adorable crab. That is, again, Doodlebug's rainbow petite prints in the dot stripe. And then the top layer is Doodlebug's Sweetheart cardstock. So it's just a nice red. It's got a little bit of a texture. And the same thing, it's got a little smile and little dots where the eyes go, and I will add eyes later. Okay, now for the little sailor hat cut out of paper tray ink white cardstock. And then this little blue stripe is cut out of Doodlebug's dot stripe in that light blue, or in that dark blue again. There we go. And this is really pretty straightforward, but it's good to see how they thought it should go, right? Okay, next I'm going to put together this little beach ball. So I cut out the base in paper tray ink white cardstock, and then I cut out the pieces in Doodlebug's rainbow petite prints in the dot stripe again. In this kind of this nice teal color, and then this light red color. And I'm just going to, assemble it. It all fits in together. I'm going to alternate. And I only show you me putting together the one. I do put together two beach balls just for fun. Can add it to, a card that I make later. So I'm just sort of alternating these little pieces. And they all fit in together like a puzzle. There we go. And you kind of work your way around. And yeah, so I think this would be cute for a little beach scene. And remember, you can add hands. Even if there isn't a hand silhouette, you could add hands to anything. So, the gnomes could be holding any of these things. There we go. And I'm just going to add that last little piece on. Then I'll add like a little red piece to the center, just for fun. Why not, right? There we go. And isn't that cute? I think it turned out really cute. I love the little stitching detail. Okay, and now I'm going to put together the little gnome with the scuba diving stuff. So first, you always start with the beard with the boy. That's American Crafts black cardstock and brown cardstock for the beard. There we go. And then next, I'm adding the hat that was cut out of, let me see, I believe that is rainbow petite prints in gingham linen on the gingham side. Or on the linen side, sorry. There we go. Kind of reads as a solid. Then I'm going to add on the little mustache. Oops, and I drop it. And I'll grab it with my little reverse tweezers and pop it on. There we go. And then this little face mask and, the little snorkel, we're going to pop up with some Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, which is kind of fun, right? I think this is so sweet. There we go. And I'm adding a little strip to that snorkel just in case, I don't want it to sag on my project later. So I'm going to stick that down. And then we will pop it on the top. Now there's no point in adding the nose because it's covered. But later I'll show you what it looks like if you just put the nose on top. So you could choose to do that. Okay, now I'm going to pop up the two little snorkeling fins, and there we go. Isn't that cute? And you can have them on on this little floaty. It's adorable. There we go. That's one look. Or, you know, you could peel off the feet and you could put them behind the floaty. There we go. And you can have the little feet on top of the floaty, like that. That's another look. Kind of fun, right? Now I'll show you, I'm going to put together this little girl gnome, and I'm just going to show you where the little sailor hat goes. So first I cut her out of American Crafts black cardstock. The skin tones are P13 stamping pad skin tones. I cut out the white little dress in Paper Train white cardstock. You saw I trimmed off the black shadow layer hat or base layer, and I'm just going to put on the hat. And then the hair always lines up with the bottom of the hat, and that is cut out of Doodlebug's yellow, or not Doodlebug's, American Crafts yellow cardstock. There we go. And then I did cut out little hair ribbons from that same Doodlebug Rainbow Petite Prints dot stripe in the darker blue. There we go. Isn't that sweet? And the little feet are cut out of that P13 stamping pad skin tones as well. And I'm going to pop up her little nose. I wanted to make her dress white just so it was a good background to, you know, show off the little things she's holding. So isn't that cute? Okay, now I'm putting together another little girl, and I'm cutting off the little leg nubs because I'm going to be using the legs with the cute little flip-flops. Now remember, you can have her standing up, cut them in half and have her standing up, or you can have her kind of doing the splits, and that's what I'm going to do. She was cut out of all the same things except for I used Seaside Summer 6-inch pad from Doodlebug for the hat. There we go. And isn't that cute? I just think she's so sweet. There we go. And I'm just making sure that that little part of the leg is covered, and there we have it. Isn't that cute? I love the little flip-flops. So adorable. Okay, so now I'm going to put the shadow or the base layers on these items so I can add the hands. So first I'm starting out with the little anchor that was cut out of American Crafts cardstock. There we go. Glue it down, and then I will pop up the little hands with some miniature Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, and the hands were cut out of P13 stamping pad skin tones as per usual. There we go, and I'll add them on with my Studio Katia embellishment wand. Isn't that cute? And remember, you can use it without the hands, but this is with the hands, and there she is holding it. Okay, next I'm going to add the shadow layer to this little fishy. That's cut out of that same American Crafts black cardstock. It helps me to line up my images when I'm working on a white pad. That's why I use black, but you could use whatever color you like. And then I'm going to pop up her the little hands with those same Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, the little tiny ones. Having a hard time peeling them off. Normally they come off fine, but I was kind of all thumbs today. There we go, add the little hands. Isn't that cute? Now I'm going to add an eyeball to that in a minute. Now, here we go. I'm just going to add those little flippers back on my little flipper guy. There he is. And we're going to add the base layer to that little starfish. Same thing, American Crafts black cardstock, popping up the hands. Same deal. And so cute. I think little eyeballs on the starfish would be cute, but you could just leave it as it is. And I'm just going to pop up those little hands. Isn't that cute? So cute. There we go. Adorable stuff. Now, there's different ways. I'm going to show you a different way to attach a gnome to this little floaty. So I'm just using some score tape. I think it's 1/4 inch. I'm going to slip this gnome behind that little floaty. There we go. And then we'll add the little bare feet sticking up. So cute, right? And then we'll add little hands like he's holding on to the little floaty. You can put them wherever you like. There we go. And isn't that cute? His little hat's gingham linen from Rainbow Petite Prints. Okay, next I'm going to do the same thing with a little crabby or a little lobster. Is he a lobster or just a little crab? It's hard to tell. There we go. And then I'll add the little hands And this is another one that would be cute with little eyes, just because they're hard to see because it's just a little impressed dot where the eyes are and a little smile, which is always cute, right? I'll add the little hands on, and then any of them can be holding this little crab, although it's going to get her nose, but that's okay. There we go. And now we've got, look at, you can build a little scene. You can have, I'll add this little ice cream cone to the base and add one little hand. There we are. It's a cute little easy set. And you could use an ice cream cone anytime with any gnome. Doesn't have to be a seaside card. There we go. Isn't that cute? So now I'm using Nouveau crystal drops in Simply White, and I'm adding a white droplet to the center where each eye is. Okay, you want them to be warm. And then next, I'm taking ebony black, and I add a droplet onto my paper, and I'm using a bamboo skewer just to touch the black into the white to make my own little eyeballs. There we go. And then you want to put those off to the side to dry, and you'll have great little eyes. Isn't that cute? It just makes it a little bit more, I don't know, it gives them a little bit more personality, I think. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to stop on over at the Jaded Blossom store to get your hands on these amazing products. And I guess that's all. Thank you as always for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. I will have another video up today, with some projects that you can check out. And remember to check out the design team projects. They always, wow. They always impress me. And that is about all. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you soon in my next video. Bye, everyone.